Welcome, welcome everyone to the fourth episode of Between the Worlds, our newest interview series. Today with us we have Syed Rayhan Kawsar. We are thrilled to be joined by you. Rayhan has been a professional musician and now he's pursuing a digital marketing course here in Canada. Welcome, Rayhan, and we are so happy to have you here and listen to your journey here to Canada.
Thanks for having me, Marika. And I think it would be a very good session to share my views, my thoughts, my story with you guys. And I hope we'll have a very good time.
Yeah. Okay, Ryan. So let's just start with our conversation. So,
Sure,
just let us know a little about your background and the country that you're from, your home country.
sure. So I'm from Bangladesh. And back in my country, I used to be a professional musician. And apart from that, I used to do a lot of stuff. I used to lead the marketing team of Jeep in Bangladesh. And apart from that, I also used to work uh, in various sectors like sports and media. I used to be the stadium jockey of Bangladesh Cricket Board for quite a long time. And also apart from that, I had a digital agency over there, so we used to work with a lot of clients as well. So yeah, that is about me.
That these are a lot of professions, Ryan.
Yeah,
So
I always used to be really busy in my country. So
that's
you
great.
know what?
Yeah.
That's what inspired me to try something new here in
Yeah.
Canada. So we'll be talking about it in yeah in further.
Yeah. So, Ryan, there is a story behind every decision to migrate. What was yours?
Mhm. Okay, so for me, I would say exploring something new. Um, back in my country, um, what I used to see, like, there were a lot of people on my Facebook, on my Instagram account. So they were posting about a lot of things they're doing in Canada. And on top of that, one major thing that influenced me to come here is like, here in Canada, I have a lot of family members over here. In fact, all of my
Great.
cousins, they live here in Canada. I was the
Hmm.
only one who was like, I was like really arrogant about it. Like I never wanted to come here, but then again,
Eventually, you did. Yeah.
by time I thought to myself that it is time to explore something new. So that's why I came here.
Great. And why did you particularly choose Canada only? Why not some other country?
As I've said before, like my family members live here, so I had to choose Canada, and
Yeah.
also the reputation of the country is really good, and
Yeah.
it is immigration friendly. So that's why I chose this country.
Great. And Ryan, how has your education and your professional background contributed to your life as an immigrant here? You told us that you have been a musician. You also worked in you also owned a digital marketing agency, right? So how has that
Mhm.
thing, that professional background of yours, helped you as an immigrant here in Canada?
Well, so far the journey has been very rough. As you know, I've been pursuing digital and content marketing certification course at York University right now. So I haven't been able to start my professional journey in Canada till now, but I really believe that there are a lot of opportunities here. As I've been already involved with a lot of marketing people here in Canada. I've been talking to them and learning about marketing norms and how actually they think, how do they work. So I think we have prospects here for the
Hmm.
digital marketers. There are a lot of prospects, and also since I have a lot of experience back in my country, so I
Yeah.
definitely think that will help me a lot to pursue my further career in Canada.
So Rian, but some people have a say in this that they think that having work experience in your home country doesn't really work in a new country, especially in Canada, because if you
Hmm.
want to start here working as a professional, people want to see your
Hmm.
Canadian experience. So do
Mm-hmm.
you partially agree with that, or you totally disagree with that?
Uh, I would say I partially agree with that, but
Yeah.
I cannot actually completely agree to that statement because, right now, I'm working in Toronto Blue Jays as a part-timer, and
Oh,
over
nice.
there, since I have worked in Bangladesh Cricket Board, so that particular experience helped me to get this job
You,
over
yeah,
here.
okay, okay.
Yeah, and I would say it was a very good start for me to work in Toronto Blue Jays. And also, I would say I've been attending some of the professional interviews as well for my professional full-time job. And like, I found it quite friendly that they were actually acknowledging my experience back in home, and also the things I have already done in digital marketing arena. And I think it's it's not that you won't be getting any job here in Canada just after landing here, but if you have good background, if you actually have a good experience back in your country, then I think that experience really help you here to crack a job. But it is a
Hmm.
bit difficult. It might
Yeah,
take time, but it's nothing like that you'll never get a job. You'll eventually get a job, but it might take a bit time. But one thing I'll tell all the viewers and the listeners that your resume says a lot about you, and
yeah.
resume is the only key factor that actually help here in Canada. So if you can actually portray all your experiences in your resume properly, then this will definitely help you landing in a job.
Okay, Rian, and have you ever experienced any cultural differences here in this country?
Being a South Asian, definitely, I have experienced a lot of different things, but I would say there are some good things, there are some different things, there might be some bad things, but if you have a positive mind, you can
Yeah.
accept all of those changes for sure.
Okay, great. So, let us talk about your immigration process, Rian.
Mm-hmm.
So, how did you apply? Did you apply on your own or with the help of any consultant?
So since I was really busy while I was back in my home, so I had to choose one of the agencies to do all the procedures for me so that they can actually guide me what to do next, and they can keep track of the timeline and everything. So that's why I went to an agency.
Okay. And what are the most important things that people could do to make this process, process of shifting to a new country, this whole immigration process, a
Mm-hmm.
little better? What is your advice on that?
Well, I would say it's really important to keep track of time, and
Yeah.
also you need to know what are the documents that is required from your side. And
Mm-hmm.
also there are some things like when you first land in Canada, you have to know where you're gonna stay. So you have to know people from here. So when you are back in your country, you can actually connect with a lot of people here in Canada to get a good home. And also, you need to know a lot of other things. Like, for example, when you come to Canada, a Presto card is a must thing for you. So
Yeah.
if you don't know about how to get it, it's pretty difficult for you to, to transport from one place to another place. And
Mm.
also, there are some other crucial factors. I think it's really important to keep track of time, knowing some people from the place where you will be staying in. And also, you need to be very cautious about the documents you have to submit to IRCC and all. So I think those are the things. Yeah.
Yeah. So, according to you, doing your research is very important before coming to the country. Just don't come here without knowing anything, right? Don't be clueless when you come here.
Yeah, you need to take,
Yeah.
yeah, true that. You need to have that preparation. And also, there are some helpful resources on internet, like you can
Mm.
browse YouTube, you can also browse some other platforms where you can get valuable information. And I think the most important part is definitely the research, but other than that, I would would say you cannot always rely on someone else. Like
Mm,
the experience, everyone has a unique experience over here. So everyone has different view, different perspective. So when you are listening about anything from someone else, do some research of your from your own as well, so that you can verify, like, okay, this is the situation, this is what I'm gonna face, and this is what I'll have to do. So there are always some pros and cons about things, so you have to be very sincere about what you will be doing next. So those are the things you have to keep in your mind.
great. And Rian, how long was your immigration process, and did you face any challenges?
Well, for me, definitely, I faced some challenges because during the pandemic there was a huge backlog. So I applied for my study permit here in Canada, but I had to wait for around 8 months to get the decision.
Oh
So
shit.
that was really hard to keep patience and wait for the decision and
Yeah.
all. Uh, Probably I was pretty much sure that I'm getting the visa, but then again, in the back of my mind, I have something. What if I get rejected? Because you never know what's
Yeah.
coming next, right? So yeah,
There's
that was the
uncertainty.
difficult part.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. And as an immigrant, if we talk
Mhm.
about you as an immigrant, what has been the biggest challenge that you faced in this new unknown land?
Uh, I would say the, Canada is basically a very friendly country. Everyone
Hmm.
is very friendly. They're welcoming, and they're always smiling and happening, right? But the first thing that struck my mind when I landed in Canada was the winter. Because
Oh,
I landed in December, and it was so
it's the
chilling
worst.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so chilling cold. So that was a bit challenging for me. That was the first challenge I faced. And the second challenge was, I would say, landing in a job, because
Hmm.
since I had a lot of experience back in my home, so I had that expectation that I'll be getting any job. Like it will be like really easy, but it
Easy.
wasn't that easy, because
Yeah.
you have to prepare different resume for different job. Every different job
Hmm.
description you see, you need to prepare a different resume for that. So that was a challenging part, and I didn't actually know that. So I came to know about these factors from my cousin. So he guided me throughout the whole thing, like how to prepare a resume and everything. So and then when I actually understood the norm, like how to do it and all, then I started applying for jobs. And yeah, Alhamdulillah, after that, I have been getting job interviews, and I actually chose the one that will suit me personally, because there are a lot of jobs. There are job opportunities. You can go for any sort of job, and people here, they respect every job. But
Yeah.
for me, I had some particular choices, so
Hmm.
it was a bit difficult, but eventually I got it.
Great, great. That's good. That's good news.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So, coming to your highs, Ryan, can you share a proud moment, where you thought that,
Mhm.
you're just proud of yourself?
Uh, well, it is pretty difficult to say, but yeah, for me, um, I would say after coming in Canada, so there is a community at York University, you know.
Mm.
So there is a community of Bangladeshi students over there. So there was a concert over there, and I was just roaming around the campus. The York University campus is huge. So
Huge.
when I came here, when I was new, so I was thinking that I should explore the campus and all the culture and everything. And then I found that there were some students from Bangladesh. They actually knew me already, and they were
Oh,
like,
wow.
"You are here."
Fan moment.
So yeah, they were like really surprised to see me here in Canada and at their campus. They didn't know that I'm studying at York. So it was a good experience. In fact, for me, I was a bit shocked that they actually know me.
Mm.
And after that, right after 10 days of that experience, I had a concert here at York University. And it was a very good experience since the songs I performed, they knew the songs, they knew my band,
Oh,
and
oh,
they sang along with me. So that was a proud moment for
such
me
a
in
nice
Canada.
feeling, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Great. And Rian, how has this entire immigration process changed you as a person? Like when you see yourself back in your home country, now you see here, it's been 7, 8 months for you here, right? How has
Mhm.
this entire journey changed you as a person?
Definitely, it has changed me a lot. I have become more resilient. I have
Mm.
grown my patience level a lot. And also, every day there is something new to learn. And everywhere you go, there is something new to explore. So for me, I'm a kind of person like who's habituated with keeping stuck to the same thing, the same routine and all. But after coming here, um, I have been mingling with a lot of people from different culture. I have been knowing about their culture. So back in my country, there are some certain things that we used to do in a way, but here the way is different. The way
Yeah,
you greet people, the way you talk, and also one thing I must appreciate that here in Canada, people value time a lot. They like every minute is very important for you. But back in my country, you know, there were some casualty and all, but now I would say I follow time, and I also give my best when I'm committing something to someone. I always give my best to keep up to that commitment and all. So I think these are a few things I have learned, and also yeah, these are the things I have learned, I guess. Yeah.
that is some great advice, Rian. Now looking back, like if someone is starting their journey to Canada, what advice would you
Hmm.
give them so that they can make their journey a little smoother, a little better?
Well, I would say definitely keep your expectations low. Definitely, I know when you're coming to Canada, you have a lot of expectations and everything, but
Yeah.
to some extent, keep your expectations low so that when you land here, if that is something better than your expectation, that is good. But if that is not up to your expectation, you'll get hurt. So that is one piece of advice I would like to give, that keep your expectations low. And also when you are applying for any institution or maybe for PR in Canada, you need to have patience. That is really important, because the process is lengthy, and in the meantime there will be a lot of things happening. They will be asking for a lot of documents and all. So you need to be very cautious about the timeline, like when should you have that paper prepared already, because if you miss any timeline or anything, that's gonna ruin the whole application process. So you have to be very cautious about that. And one mistake that I did is before coming here, do some research on the employers. What qualifications do they actually look for? It's always good to have some skills, some transferable skills, like if you want to do a course on digital marketing, you can do that online, or maybe you can do that back in your country. If you want to learn French, because French is their like their second language. So if
Technique.
you yeah, so if you have knowledge about French, that is also a good advantage. And also, like what happened in my case, I didn't know how to prepare resume in Canadian format before coming here. So you can do some research and learn how to prepare a resume in Canadian format before coming here, so that it can help you to crack a job earlier than us. And I would say if you're coming here in winter, definitely take a good preparation of winter, man. It's so chilled and it's so freezing out here. And yeah, that's more than your expectation. Trust me, that's
Yeah.
more than your expectations. And definitely, I would say networking is very important. So when you're coming here, before coming here, try to create some network over here. Talk to people. I know we have some personality, like sometimes we can be introvert, but when you're landing in a new place, when you're coming to a new place, you have to, mingle with a lot of people. You have to know what's up in here. You need to know how does things work here. How does things work here? So those are the things you need to keep in your mind when you are planning to moving to Canada.
Thank you, Rian, for this great advice. Now, coming
Mhm.
to the end of it,
My pleasure.
uh, what are your hopes and aspirations for your future in this country? Country, like, do you see yourself settling here or like moving again?
So it's a pretty difficult decision, but I
Mm,
would
yeah.
say I'm fortunate enough I already have my family members here in Canada.
Mm,
But if I give my statement from a neutral point of view, so those who are already having a good job back in their country, they already have a good lifestyle over there. So for those people, it might be shocking after landing here because for the first 1 or 2 years, you will have to struggle. That is something you'll have to do because you have to adopt you have to adopt a new culture. You have to adopt a lot of new things that you haven't experienced before. So I would say uh, it is important to keep patience. And for me, I don't actually know what I'll be doing after finishing my course. Definitely, I'll apply for my postgraduate work permit to explore my career here in Canada. But I still don't know what to do. But for a lot of people, I think the wisest decision would be like if you're coming here after like you're living a comfortable life back in your home and you are embracing something new, you're embracing a lot of challenges here in Canada. So definitely, if you're pursuing in any 1 year or 2 years course, definitely go for PGWP and try to
mm,
secure your PR, and after that try to secure your citizenship. After that, maybe you can be maybe you can think about going back to your country, or then again you can come back. But from my end, from a neutral point of view, I would say if you're investing a lot of time here, if you're investing a lot of energy, if you're investing a lot of money, then you should go for the PR and try to grab that citizenship scope. And then
yeah.
if you have any thought of going back to your country, then you can go back. But then again, I think, yeah, citizenship is something you should go for. And from my end, since I already have experience of maintaining an agency back in my country. So definitely, I would like to grab my PGWP after my course. I'll like I would like to land in a good job in a digital marketing um, agency, and then from there I would like to learn the culture and everything, like how digital marketing agencies operate here in Canada. And once I'm fine with that, like I have already, when I will feel that I have already gathered a lot of knowledge, from there I'll be thinking to start my own company here in Canada. That's my goal.
Great, Rian. We wish you all the best for your future here. And thank you for taking out time to have this candid conversation with us. It was
Hmm.
great to know your remarkable journey to Canada. And
Hmm. Thanks a lot.
thank you for taking out the time. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, and I don't actually know if it will go to YouTube or what. But then again, definitely whoever will be viewing this video and whoever will listen to this particular conversation, I would like to wish them all the best, and I would
Yeah,
like to wish you all the best for your further journey. And definitely, one important thing as a human being that I have learned after coming here in Canada is, you need to have that patience, and
yes,
always you have to be compassionate. You have to understand people, and at the same time, you need to have that empathy and sympathy, both of them.
Yeah.
So these are the things you need to have when you are coming to Canada. And yeah, all the best.
Yeah. And I think people who are going to listen to this are surely gonna take your advice and it is going to help them. So thank you for all the wise
I
words.
hope so. I
Yeah.
hope so.
Thanks.
It was the words I have spoken. It was completely, I didn't have any preparation or anything. I just spoke it out of my mind. So I hope at least some of those words will help a lot of people.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.